What?
Ooh, nothing.
Okay,
Are we recording?
Yeah, we started a long time ago.
We did?
No. Okay, so
We have to welcome
we're
them
back.
to
Yeah,
the old man and the MC.
We've had a little hiatus actually. Our
Yeah.
producer has been out of the country.
That's
and
right.
We just got we invested in some technology. We got a nice new microphone.
A fancy ball microphone.
Maybe
Whoa.
you can hear us. And what's our yes. Do we want to get into the topic or do we want to
Let's introduce our
okay,
guest
we have a
first.
special guest
Yay!
tonight. All
Round of
right.
applause.
Okay.
Woo!
Basically, we're just going through MC's family and having everybody
All the cool
the
ones on
family.
first.
like there's just a line outside waiting.
Waiting.
But we chose
Your
Becca.
friend and mine,
Yes.
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Woo!
Hello.
Okay,
Hello,
all right.
hello.
Okay,
Thank you
so-
for having me.
Okay.
Well, thank you for coming to visit me on spring break.
Yes.
I do what I can. I gotta
Alright.
keep my favorite niece status.
Yeah,
somehow.
that's right.
Yes,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
And really, there was crap in my basement that I have to send back to her mom. So, you know,
Dual purpose.
yeah.
Yes. All right.
So,
And,
So, Becca, tell us a little about yourself. What do you do? Where do you live? Give us the 411.
So
Dan's giving me a dirty look.
okay. No. This is great.
He
This is
just-
great. Okay.
I can tell that this isn't how you thought this was going to go.
Oh no, it never is. So it doesn't really matter.
Well, what would you ask her?
No, it's brilliant.
Okay, brilliant.
Let's-
I'll keep this brief for Dan's sake. I live in Indiana in South Bend,
Woohoo.
and I work at the high school that I went to in the
Woo-woo.
attendance office.
Okay, good.
And I make sure that the kids are where they need to be. I give them sass when they need to be sassed.
That's
Okay.
perfect. Just
All right.
like your
And
Okay.
auntie would.
yes, just generally trying to keep the flow
Okay.
of students.
And how are you related to our first guest, James Hellis?
I am his niece.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm his favorite, but I am. I have to think I'm at least.
Is
top
he
two.
your favorite uncle?
Yes. He's the only one, so yes.
That's nice.
He's
Like he's
by
MC's,
default.
MC's favorite brother.
Yes,
Yeah,
by-
Definitely. Absolutely.
It's a trick question.
victory
Yeah,
by
okay.
default is still a victory.
Yes.
so.
Okay, well, we have to do a quick shout out to Travis from
Woo-woo,
Lakeville.
Travis.
Woo! Hi, Travis, and all Travis's people. Thanks for weighing in on what's the bait I'm using. A little Hungarian information from Travis. Yes, the last name Hallis does mean fisherman. So shout out to you, Travis, for leaving us a comment. We love comments. We want more people to leave us comments. We would appreciate it. What would you like to say, Dan?
I'm excited to hear you're going to do a little. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna do a little. Would you?
He's
ra-
so excited he can't even think about it.
Yeah.
He's just, oh my god.
Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't have the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Anticipation is
podcast.
killing him.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's a little would you rather with Rebecca.
If they could only see the look on my face. Okay.
Okay, Rebecca. John Adams or Sam Adams?
Ooh. For the beer, it's Sam Adams. For
Okay.
the employment, it's John Adams.
Okay.
Okay. How about a little Sam Adams while you're at John Adams?
Ooh, I don't know if
That's
is
allowable.
Not so
Okay.
over too
I don't
well.
think so,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Make the day go smoother.
It
Yes,
would.
it would. Okay, now we're gonna give. Would you rather celebrate Dingus Day for the rest of your life or St. Patrick's Day for the rest of your life?
I think the food for Dingus Day would be better.
Okay,
So I'm going to go with Dingus Day.
Dingus Day.
And I don't have to dye my beer green. I can just drink it.
Right, we are not dyeing things any color.
Yeah.
Except on Dingus Day, don't they eat hard-boiled eggs dyed in beet juice?
Oh, well, I don't eat hard-boiled eggs.
Okay.
So
Ooh,
I don't have
wow.
to worry about
Yeah. Dingus Day is a Polish holiday celebrated only in South Bend, Indiana, and in Poland.
And in Poland.
Okay. Tigers or Red Wings?
Tigers.
Tigers.
Maybe
okay.
we should explain why we're choosing between Tigers and Red Wings.
Because Becca has a tie to Detroit, the Motor City. Her dad is from there.
Detroit Rock City.
Yes, Detroit. Woohoo!
How the Tigers looking this year, Becca?
Well, it's going to be a long year. A long couple of years. It's looking like.
Well, at least you got Ron Gardenhire
Yes,
to
and
pilot the ship.
As long as Miguel Cabrera stays healthy, it will be somewhat manageable,
Oh, okay.
I think.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
And for the rest of your life, would you rather eat chicken paprikash or bumpy cake?
Chicken paprikash because bumpy cake is Amanda.
Oh,
Amanda's the one who likes bumpy
the bumpy
cake.
cake.
Oh, okay. That's her lovely sister, Amanda. And she's bumpy. I don't even know what bumpy cake is.
So it's like a chocolate cake with marshmallowy like filling, and it's like covered in chocolate. It's a Detroit thing.
Why is it bumpy?
Because the texture of the marshmallows makes it.
Underneath the
there
frosting.
Underneath the
Well, there are
frosting.
marshmallows under.
Yeah, it's like a.
Oh.
It's
like
kind of
a
like
fluff
Yeah.
marshmallow. It's just like globs of marshmallow.
Fluffernutter.
No offense, Amanda, but that sounds terrible. Okay.
Hey, well, count her off the guest list. Dad just pissed her off.
One less subscriber. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
No, okay, and the last one, we like to ask all our guests this, and you're the second one, so the
I'm in
standard
good company.
the standard is high. Okay, if you're taking a road trip, who you can take 3 people? Who would you take, and
Okay.
where would you go?
I would go to the Grand Canyon. I feel like that's a good road tripping spot.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And it can be like anybody.
Yeah, anybody,
Yeah.
Okay,
anybody.
I'm taking Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm taking Barack Obama.
Uh-huh.
And
Dan West?
Cubba.
I was thinking Celine Dion.
Oh, of course.
But you guys can travel in the car behind us.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
More than welcome to do that.
Maybe we could haul the luggage.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be good.
You can ride with the Secret Service for a
Well,
ride.
I would love to see the conversations between Bruce Springsteen and Celine Dion.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be good.
I'm thinking that maybe at some point they can do like a collaboration.
Some kind of a little duet. Yeah,
Yes.
that would be good.
What song would they?
Oh boy,
Thunder Road?
No, I don't.
How
think
would
so.
Celine?
My Heart Will Go On.
Yeah.
An acoustic. Pared down. My Heart Will Go On.
Maybe a medley of their greatest hits. Yeah,
Yes.
that would be good.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would be good. Okay.
Wow.
Or maybe even some classic road trip songs like On the Road Again.
Mhm.
I'm sure Celine
Right.
would have a great.
And I think Obama would probably he'd jump right in. He you know he's.
I'm sure he would
He
appreciate
sang
that.
Amazing Grace.
Maybe they could all sing Amazing Grace.
Ooh.
Yeah, together.
I download it.
I think that's good. Yeah.
I download it.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Well, that's
Well,
good.
Jim said me, but no problem.
I said you could come. You could meet us there.
The car behind them with the Secret Service,
Yeah,
Dan.
that's right.
You would
Oh
be,
yeah.
You
yeah.
would be safe.
I guess.
True that.
They do. They protect the former presidents, right?
Yeah.
They must. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe we could be. Yeah. Well,
And I'm
that's
sure
good.
wherever
Okay.
Barack goes, Michelle is not
Oh
far
yeah,
behind.
Michelle
She-
and I could.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we should introduce. I think tonight's show, listeners, might go a little long, but it's going to be the best one ever. So relax about that.
My
So-
presence ensured that
Yeah,
before
just
the
solid.
topic is even
just
introduced.
solid.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. But you might.
Go ahead.
You go ahead and stop laughing. How about that?
Ooh, Mr.
Go
West-
ahead.
Mr.
Boy,
West is bad.
I think.
Mr. Winston.
Yes.
Abby.
I think
Mr. West, did you have your coffee this morning?
The microphone is going to pick that up really well. Okay, so
Okay.
we
I solved
have
the problem.
we have a friend and a
Oh, you use that term
listener,
loosely.
yeah. Dr. Bullard, a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
And he has
By
listened.
the way, when he hears this,
Mhm.
he'll be going to sleep. So maybe we should talk
A little
in our most
softer.
soothing
Yeah, okay,
voices.
yeah.
Go
He
to
can just
sleep,
he
Dr.
can turn the
Bullard.
sound down.
You're picturing a quiet
so-
lake.
Anyway, we like
the twilight.
we take your comments, suggestions, criticisms seriously, and he was pretty much the first one to, instead of just shutting the show off, as you've probably already done, he said, I think you need more facts.
He said, entertain us and educate us. He wants to have some humor, but go away enriched with some facts.
So he's up for facts. So we decided we would do a show really dedicated to facts.
Facts.
And so we're gonna move into that. We're just gonna consider the nature of facts to begin with a little bit, and then we are going to have a fact off. The way the fact off will work is...
I can hardly wait for the first one.
Yes, okay. Okay. So MC and I...
Okay, go.
Too bad we're not doing this live. We can see how many people are slowly tuning out.
Don't tune out. You're going to want to hear this.
MC and I
gold.
have gathered a set of facts, and we're going to put the facts head to head, and Rebecca is going to be the judge as to, in each round, which of us has the best fact.
Do you want another drink while he explains?
Yeah,
this?
that might need it.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so, wow. Rebecca's a little younger than us. She can knock back the drinks quicker. What's your thought about what a fact consists of, Becca?
A fact is information that is universally known to be true and can be easily proven to be true. And is that pretty much?
That's pretty good, yeah. So let's see. Where have I got a statement that can be...
Wait, just to set the scene for you listeners, he has 3 pages of typed front and back of facts.
Well, I've got some great
and
facts
definitions
here.
of facts.
Well, and when you want facts, where do you go? You go to the most reliable source you can think of.
Wikipedia!
The Scrabble
Internet.
Dictionary.
The Internet.
The Scrabble Dictionary.
The Scrabble Dictionary.
Bitches.
Okay. So...
How many points is fact in Scrabble?
I don't know.
Not many.
Let's see. So anyway, no, I think you did a nice job. A statement that can be proven true or false.
She's gifted.
Whereas an opinion is an expression of a person's feelings that cannot be proven. Now, of course, just recently we have had introduced into our lexicon the alternative fact.
Lexicon, another good Scrabble word.
Thank you. Yes. So, and of course, we all know that Kellyanne Conway will go down in history for introducing the
Strong.
the
Thank you.
the alternative fact. And I thought that I have it right here. Just hang on.
Stan flipping his pages.
Just a second. So that the alternative fact is here's the Urban Dictionary's
love the
definition
Urban Dictionary.
of an
Reliable
alternative
source.
fact. When you know what you're saying is bullshit, but you're going to present it as your version of reality anyways, even if it is contrary to first-hand accounts, photographic evidence, reputable reporting sources, and verifiable numbers given by things such as ticket sales or public transportation data.
Nice.
So I think that's good.
Number of people at an inauguration.
Well, so a fact might be there were 5 people at my family reunion. Mm-hmm. But an alternative fact might be that we've decided to count each of them as 1,000 people. So I say there were 5,000 people at my family reunion. So the alternative fact has come into play. But all right, fine. Okay, you're going to be sorry because I'm going to kick your ass at this game. That's the important thing.
Oh my God, he just cursed at me
Right.
and pointed.
Okay.
Okay,
all right.
sorry, honey.
So here we
No,
go.
go ahead.
No, that's
Sorry.
all right. So
Are there any stakes to this fact off?
no, it's just one of those things where you get bragging rights. That's,
Yeah.
that's the most important
Yeah.
part.
I'm game for whatever. I
Okay.
just need to know.
Okay, so how many rounds should we do, or should we just kind of?
I just
All right.
5 or 10.
Let's see, 5 or
Oh
10.
no, at least. Oh, we want to do yes. I've got a lot of facts here.
Okay.
All right.
And
I'm really glad you made me this drink.
I got one asterisk or two asterisk facts. See,
Okay,
two
just-
asterisk facts are
okay.
better.
Now, so what's Rebecca's job going to be in
Okay,
this?
her job is, and first of all, listeners at
I'm too loud.
home, just see if you you can play along with us. You can be a judge just like Becca.
And
see
in
if
the
you
comments, you can say who had the better fact if you disagree with me,
Yeah.
which would be an alternative fact. Who is calling you?
Okay. Oops. I'm gonna have to wait to get that later.
Sorry,
There we go.
person
Sorry.
calling
Yeah.
Dan.
Okay.
You shall remain nameless.
So yeah. So Rebecca will be the decider in
Okay.
this case as to which is the better fact, and
Okay.
we'll kind of keep
Do
score.
we need score cards?
I've got a pen. I can
Okay.
just.
Here's on the
Okay.
back. You can keep the back. You can keep the little blue Post-it notes with the
Oh,
"Would you rather"
thank you so
questions.
much.
Yes, that when we're
Okay.
famous, you can go. Look, this is from my time when I was on. Okay.
Right. Okay.
My #1 views podcast.
Okay. All right.
I don't
Okay, view this twice or listen to this twice because we really want it to get higher than 79 listens.
Yeah. Just click.
Please.
Just keep clicking on it.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen. Okay. So MC, why don't you go first? You give us your first fact. Okay.
My first fact is platypuses have no nipples, and yet they are able to nurse their young. The young, they secrete the milk out of openings in their chest, and the platypus babies go and drink the milk out of the fur. Platypuses have no nipples. Nipples. None.
Yeah, I heard.
Zip.
You. Okay. All right.
How many?
So, all right. Okay. Now
I'm
this.
gonna pee my
I'm
pants.
gonna put this one. I'm gonna put this one up against that.
Okay.
It's a little more serious.
Oh, okay. Oh, darn.
Debbie Downer.
Homosexuality was still classified as an illness in Sweden in
I saw that today.
1979. Swedes responded by calling into work sick, saying they felt gay.
I love the Swedes.
I'm gonna go with MC on that because she just knew that off the top of her head.
Oh wait, that's not that's like knowing it off the top of your head.
Well,
that
she
counts.
just
Okay.
talked about you have. I feel bad that being gay is an illness, so I think
No, it's no longer considered an illness, and
I realize that, but
so you can't call into work saying you feel
you
gay
feel
anymore.
gay. I'm still gonna go with the platypus
Oh,
though, because
okay.
that is weirdly,
All right. Okay.
Weirdly weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That seems like a weird fact everyone should know.
Okay.
And the
all right.
platypus baby comes from an egg, and yet it
Okay.
nurses like a mammal.
Huh.
Yeah, you know. There you go.
Oh,
right.
here's we can
Okay,
have a little
go ahead,
break.
Mr.
Okay.
Dan.
All right. Let's go.
Do you have categories, Dan?
I have kind of different.
Okay.
Yeah. So, let's go with a. This is a sports.
Okay, sports are
Sports.
good.
Sports fact.
Okay.
Okay, Becca is a big sports fan, so
Yes.
she may actually know this one, but I hadn't heard this before. So Richie Ashburn once hit a foul ball that hit a fan in the stands. As they were carrying her away, he hit another one, which hit her again.
Holy crap! Damn.
Okay. So,
Oh, that got a snort from old Becca.
okay. All right. Okay.
what are the odds?
Yeah. Okay.
Where was this at?
I'm not sure where it happened. I think didn't he play for the Phillies? I'm not 100% sure on that, but
No matter where the
It-
location, it's so
yeah,
funny.
right. Okay.
Okay. Zubas were created right here in Minnesota. That's a sport, Zubas are the famous sporting pants. Were created by gym owners Dan Stock and Bob
like the
Truax.
Yeah, I know what Zubas are.
Yeah, they're those pants with the wild. They were created here in Minnesota.
Ooh. I think I'm going to have to go with Dan because that is just funny.
Yeah, that one was funny. Yeah.
That's a funny one.
All right. Okay. All right, MC.
Okay.
Your turn to
Okay,
so we're tied.
dial up a fact. Yeah.
1-1.
okay. I have a little movie trivia for you. In The Godfather,
Love
the
it.
line, take the gun, leave the cannoli,
No.
was improved.
Isn't it take the cannoli, leave the gun?
Oh, I
No.
think.
Oh.
Take the gun, leave the cannoli.
Ah.
Oh.
Improv.
Improv.
Okay.
I do love
Interesting. Okay.
a good Godfather marathon. And by marathon, I mean only the first 2 movies because the third one is trash.
Okay. So.
Dan, what can
All
you
right.
top that
So
with?
all right. We'll go to another historical fact because
Okay.
that's really what she's giving us. So, interestingly, Aldous Huxley and C.S. Lewis died on the same day within 10 minutes of each other,
Whoa.
which would seem noteworthy under most circumstances, but within the hour, President Kennedy was assassinated.
Damn.
Wow.
So Aldous Huxley, C.S. Lewis, and JFK all within 1 hour.
Damn, that's a loss. Here's another fun fact. William Shakespeare was born and died on the same day,
On
which is
your
April
birthday.
23rd, which is my
Yeah.
birthday.
Yes, that's
Woo woo
right.
up here, the bard.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Dan because
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that
It's
fact.
pretty good. Pretty good.
I already forgot what I said.
Yeah,
You
see.
said-
Oh,
well, okay.
The Godfather.
The gun, leave the cannoli.
was improvised.
Yes.
Okay, I think you're going to have a hard time beating this next fact.
Okay,
I
well,
just-
give it
I'm
your...
Wait,
put-
MC goes first this time because you went.
Did I?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
Yeah.
going to alternate who
Okay.
presents their
All right.
fact first.
Okay,
I just made that rule up.
right. That's good. No, go ahead, MC.
Okay. Oh, this is so hard. But I'm going to go with the banging your head against the wall burns 150 calories an hour.
See, one thing that's interesting about the facts
Yeah.
is are all these facts actual facts? As a matter of fact, we have a little test we're going to do in a couple minutes.
Okay.
To
Oh,
see
I didn't
what-
realize there was
There's a
test.
test.
But it's like, did they have somebody bang their head against the wall for an hour to see how many calories?
Or I'm sure they did it
burned, or-
once and then just calculated how many calories it burned and then.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
Did
hard to
the
say. All right. Anyway,
calculations
so
each hour.
I'll put up against this. In 1993,
Okay.
the entire city of San Francisco voted about whether a police officer was allowed to carry a ventriloquist dummy named Brendan O'Smarty while on patrol. It turned out that he indeed was.
We were looking at the same things today.
I knew that would happen.
Hey, okay, so
Okay, so they had to decide whether this police officer could carry a ventriloquist dummy named Brendan O'Smarty, and they voted on it. The city of San Francisco voted on this, and they decided that yes, he indeed could do that.
why though? Why
Well,
was he carrying it
I
around?
don't don't know the whole story. We could maybe look that up later, but I thought that was a
You're not presenting all the facts to me right now,
admirable.
though.
Well, this is a fact.
Just a
Okay.
fact.
All right. So go ahead.
How many calories does banging your head against the
150 calories.
Okay.
I can't believe she's going to go with MC on this. I can tell.
I didn't say I was. I was just refreshing my memory
okay.
of
All
the
right.
fact. Wow, sensitive. So sensitive.
I hate to lose.
Um,
All right.
I know.
We've played Scrabble,
Scrabble
with
with
you.
you.
Okay. All right.
I think I'm gonna go with the ventriloquist, because that's just.
It's pretty amazing.
I love that the whole city had to that was
vote.
on a ballot, and
It's on the
they had
ballot.
to get it approved to be put on the ballot to be voted on.
Right. Yes. Okay. So now we're going to have a little interlude
Oh.
where we test a fact. We test a fact. Okay. I've set this up. This is.
That's our interlude
No,
music.
that's- Stop. All right. Now let's
I
see.
led with my best one.
Okay.
The-
See,
the
that's a
platypus
mistake.
nipple.
Yeah.
Bam!
That's
I
Yeah.
knew that was
mistake.
going to be a winner.
Okay.
Come out
So.
swinging.
So
That's right.
tell me if you've heard this now.
Okay.
Okay, it says if you put a can of Diet Coke in water, it floats, but regular Coke sinks.
I did not know that. Is it because of all the sugar?
I don't know, but we're going to
Oh.
test it out. I have in the other room. I have a little thing filled with water. I have a Diet Coke.
This would be great
and-
for listening.
Yes.
Okay, you guys just
We're
talk
we'll
amongst
talk.
yourselves.
Okay.
Until
Should we?
Let's jingle our cups. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers to you.
Should we?
So I'll tell you a little story. Once we were coming home from up north, and we had these sandwiches that someone had made for us, and they were a little dry. And we stopped to look at the vista. I don't know. Anyway, and I thought we can't eat these dry sandwiches without something to drink. So it was colder than crap, and I dug around everything I owned, and I found 4 quarters. And I walked over to the pop machine and thought to myself, well, it's the middle of freaking winter. This pop machine's not going to be working. But it was working, and I bought a Coca-Cola, and I brought it back to the car, and I was like, we are going to share this meatloaf sandwich, and then we can have this Coke. It's going to be great. He looked at me like I had just given him a cup of poop. He's like, Coke? Coke? It was like, honestly, I never dreamed that somebody could have that kind of reaction to soda. Dan West does not.
Now, do you guys call it pop or soda up here?
What do you call it, Dan? Pop. I call it soda.
Yeah. Oh, I call really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I'm strictly a pop.
A pop. And are you a pop drinker?
The only pop I drink is Sprite.
Okay.
Because in my mind, it's healthier because it's clear and it's not as many like additives.
Did you know,
And-
speaking of facts, Coke would be green if they didn't, like the original color of Coke is green,
Huh.
and they put stuff in it to make it that color.
Did you learn that at the Coca-Cola Museum in Atlanta?
No, I didn't. I learned it today on the...
And apparently, when I was younger, I didn't like
You did
pop
not like...
because I thought the carbonation was quote unquote spicy.
Yes, that is true. You thought it was spicy.
Yes. So, but now I really only drink Sprite. So I may or may not have had the same reaction to Coke. I would have drank it
Yeah.
if that was
If
what was
somebody went
necessary.
out in a cold,
Yes.
blowing wind,
I would have
so you
sucked it
wouldn't
up.
choke
and-
on dry meatloaf sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys done boring the audience?
Yes, we
Okay,
are.
good, thank
I
you.
told the time you
Your
were mean.
science
Yeah, I could
experiment
tell.
set
I could
up.
tell. So it appears to be true. It's a little inconclusive because of the depth of the thing, but I think the regular or the Diet Coke does float, and appears that the regular Coke sinks. Okay, next fact coming up.
Man,
Okay.
riveting, right?
Okay, this one. Do I start this time?
Whatever, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay, so this one is dedicated to Carolyn, your mom.
Oh,
Okay.
Caroline.
And here we go.
Fact, she was awesome.
Fact, she was great.
Okay, yes. Well, that's true.
Fact,
Okay.
she had pretty blue eyes.
Okay, perhaps you'd like to tell us, if you want to tell a story, how about the time you were going across the desert in the car?
So Carolyn and Julius, I don't know what possessed them to take us on vacation, but they load us in the station wagon and they're going to take us across country. We're going to California and we're in the middle of the desert, which probably was only like 50 miles, but to them we were in the middle of nowhere, you know. And Carolyn has her little Coleman cooler and she takes the little lid off, which turns into a cup, and she
Yes.
fills it and she hands it into the back seat where Uncle Jim, your mom, and I are sitting. Jim takes a big swallow. Julie takes a big swallow. And there's like 2 little drips left for me, and I take.
You were the baby.
Like, I was the
right?
baby.
The
I'm
little
like
one.
licking the water out, and I'm like, Mom, can I have some more water? And her quote is, "Drink your spit." She would not put any more water in that little cup for me. She said, "Drink my spit." And I was like, I'm like, I want water. And she's like, and Dad was like, "If we get stranded out here in the middle of nowhere and our radiator overheats, we're going to need this water.
Okay.
You're not thirsty." Oh, okay.
So speaking of desert stories, Pop and Grandma took Amanda and I to the Grand Canyon, and we pulled over so Grandma could take some pictures of this very scenic view. And Pop and Amanda and I stayed in the car while she took pictures, and then she went back to the wrong rental car and tried to get in and couldn't because it was the wrong car, and she was very embarrassed. And when we came home to tell my dad that story, he was very upset that one of the few things we remembered about our trip to the Grand Canyon was that Grandma got into the wrong car.
Wrong rental car.
The wrong rental car. He was
Yeah,
not
she did
pleased.
not like that story. But
Oh, really?
Dad told
Okay.
it all the time.
Oh.
Everybody thought it was
That
funny.
was where we inadvertently were following the Red Bandana Gang. It was
Oh.
this like retirement community on a field trip, and they all had red bandanas.
Oh.
And it seemed like everywhere we went, there was at least 4 or 5 people with red bandanas. So we called them the Red Bandana Gang.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, so this fact is dedicated to
Carolyn.
Yes. Humans produce over 6,000 gallons of saliva in a lifetime, which is a wine bottle full every day, or 53 bathtubs filled to the brim.
Oh my God! So I really could have.
You could easily have drunk your spit. No problem
No.
whatsoever.
Quit complaining,
Such a
Mary.
whiner.
God.
Quit complaining, Mary.
You want to drink the water, but so do kids in Africa.
All right.
Well,
What's
I guess my boring fact that if a female ferret doesn't have sex for a year, she dies.
Oh.
I guess that's
That is unfortunate.
I can't hold a candle to like the 5 gallons of spit a day.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I'm intrigued about this ferret fact.
Actually, I saw that fact today and I researched it a little more.
Is it an alternate fact?
It's not quite accurate. It is true. It's if the ferret goes into heat and can't find a mate, she will die. So it's not a year. It's just like maybe she just goes into heat once a year. I don't know. But
Okay.
for some reason, I saw that fact a couple of different times.
There are some females who will play dead if they are over, like, if males keep trying to produce with them, they will play
Yeah, I
dead
know
so
one.
that male.
Okay.
If you could see Becca's face right now, oh my God. Damn.
Okay, so Becca wins that fact.
As far as the
I think I
fact,
just peed my pants.
Oh dear.
the fact I'm going with MC, but the comeback goes to Dan. All right.
Okay. All right. Now
What's the
this
score?
my next.
Score is Dan 3, MC 2, but in the unofficial category of burns, it goes to Dan.
Okay.
I gotta move my leg.
This next fact is dedicated to MC.
Oh.
Okay. MC is a very good sleeper.
Oh yes, I
She
am.
could sleep.
Still tying in with that last
She,
fact.
she could sleep professionally,
I could,
but
but
a snail can
Oh.
sleep for more than 3 years at a time.
lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Snails get all the luck.
So yeah.
Snails, man.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Match that.
Did you know that Cookie Monster's name is Sid?
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, that's very interesting. Me want cookie.
And just since I'm on it, did you know that Donald Duck comics were banned in Finland because Donald Duck doesn't wear pants?
I did know that. Yes.
Oh, I knew
that.
it.
I knew that.
I knew that fact.
I'm the
Okay.
fact master, Dan. I know everything.
Who wins that one?
What was your fact again?
The
what was your
snail.
fact?
Snail can
Oh, the
sleep for more than
snails.
3 years at a time.
3 years. I'm gonna go with the double factoid MC gave us about Cookie Monster and Donald Duck.
Fine.
All right, we're tied
Okay.
3-3. Should this next one be the
Ooh.
tiebreaker?
Oh, make it for
Okay.
the game?
Okay.
Okay. Oh, this is tough. This is tough. All right.
Yeah. MC, you go
All
first.
right.
No, let Dan go first.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go with the double fact just to show
Now
you.
that you know which strategy is the winning
Yeah,
strategy, I'm
okay.
gonna do it.
Okay. First of all, Melbourne, Australia gave some of its trees email addresses so that residents could report problems. Instead, the trees received love letters.
Oh, that's sweet.
But to top that, even the last McDonald's in Iceland closed on the 30th of October 2009. Oh no, the day before they closed. They went and bought a burger, which now sits on display at the bus hostel in Reykjavik, and it's on a webcam. You can actually, can see it.
You can see
Yes.
it, and it hasn't changed at all since like 2009.
Mm-hmm.
How did we miss that when we were in
I don't know.
Reykjavik?
It seems like something we should have seen. Okay.
That's a lot to digest.
Okay.
There.
Yes.
That's a
Yes,
lot
indeed.
to-
Okay.
Okay.
So the Melbourne. So mine are.
So why did they set up the emails for trees? I don't.
So people could report problems with the trees. So you'd email. It wouldn't go to the tree. It would go to someone who.
Well,
saw-
obviously, when it go to the tree.
And then they would report issues, but instead people just wrote love letters to the trees.
Okay.
Okay. So, since
right.
you talked about Melbourne and Iceland,
Okay.
I'm going to talk about Indiana
Oh boy.
because
Right.
it's equally as worldly
Yes.
as. Did you know?
Crossroads
that
of America.
Albert
Lincoln's
Bevan
boyhood home.
Ridge
Yes.
won a Pulitzer Prize in biography in 1920 for the life of John Marshall. In 1934, Harold Ullery won a Nobel Prize in chemistry for discovering deuterium. Ernie Pyle won a Pulitzer Prize in foreign correspondence in 1944, and Paul Samuelson won the Nobel Prize in economics in 1970. Indiana has more Pulitzer and Nobel Prize winners than any other state in the Union.
Boom, that wins. Also, home of John Mellencamp.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Home
And-
of David Letterman.
David
really
Letterman.
got it all.
David
Home
Letterman.
of Jane Pauley.
Okay.
Home of Michael
all right.
Jackson.
Yes, and the whole Jackson family
Right.
Okay.
The East Race Waterway in South
Okay.
Bend
is the
The
largest
only-
man-made rapids
in North
in
America. Boom! Shaka laka.
I'm thrilled.
I
I'm so thrilled.
And James Dean
Yeah,
grew
James
up there.
Dean.
James Dean.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I got a few. I'm just going to throw out a few facts. This isn't for the game, obviously.
Because it's over now.
Because
and
it's
lost.
over and I lost. All swans in England belong to the Queen.
I did know that.
All right. Your chances of being killed by a vending machine are actually twice as large as your chances of being bitten by a shark.
Did you know 150
Still-
people? Go ahead.
Still terrified of sharks after hearing that, though.
150 people a year are killed by coconuts.
You're more likely to die going to buy a lottery ticket than
Than
winning
winning
the
the
lottery.
lottery. I did know that.
Yeah.
Al Capone's business card said he was a furniture dealer.
Let's see. Wikipedia banned the Church of Scientology from editing any articles.
Nice. Minnesota craft breweries sell enough beer annually that the money could pay for the entire state to stream Netflix for over 2 years.
Well, nice. And Guinness Book of Records holds the record for being the book most often stolen from public libraries.
Huh.
And fish are our friends, not food. Right, Becca?
Yes. Hashtag Finding Nemo.
Oh. And which state do you think is closest to Africa? This is a stunner to me.
A state that Pennsylvania.
Hawaii.
Maine.
Huh.
Maine is this.
Maine.
And on that note, on that exciting note, ladies and gentlemen,
We are done.
this extended version of The Old Man and the MC is going to wrap up. Becca, thanks for coming.
Oh, thank you.
You were a great
You are a great
judge, regardless of the fact that somehow I lost. I can't even
Platypus
believe
nipples win every time.
Or
Okay.
lack of nipples.
Yeah,
The lack of
exactly. The
nipples.
lack of nipples.
All right.
Okay. Leave comments.
it. Yeah,
Subscribe below. Go Irish.
yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Way to go,
definitely.
Muppet.
Okay. All
Okay.
right.
Not Muppet, Dan.
Okay, not Muppet. She is not a Muppet. I was
She's
confused,
not.
but obviously I made a mistake. All right, that was a 41 minute and 57 second episode. See you
Wow.
later, folks.